Well, I uploaded like one video and then I just disappeared again. Yeah. No, I didn't disappear. If you commented, I would like still reply and stuff, but well, it's kind of an excuse, but I got like really sick. Like it was bad. I don't even know what I had, but like I had like an 102-degree fever. So, you know, and just with my luck, it was like the week that I had the most important things to do. Like my grandparents' 60th anniversary party was like that weekend. And like I had other things too that I had to miss because I was like, I am getting to this party, and I did, and it was really fun. But yeah, so I didn't really spend too much time thinking about guitar, honestly. I was just like trying to stay alive. And I've also just been busier lately. I mean, not that busy for me, okay? Like if I have like one extra thing I have to attend to in my day that is out of the regular amount of things I have to do, then that's like I'm busy, too much for me, because then I'm just like, once I'm done, I'm just tired and I can't do anything else. So those are my excuses for you. So yeah, I'm just gonna quit talking because, yeah. So, don't know what my cat is doing. So, as you can see, I've pretty much filled up the entire shelf. So, they are I don't know why I've done this, but they're kind of loosely organized, chronologically from, like, when I've gotten each one, so like from the very first ones to the newest ones I've gotten. Not completely, sometimes, you know, I'll take one out, you know, and listen to it, and then it's at the front, but I didn't just get that album. I really don't know why I have it sorted like that, but I did it, so now I just stuck with it. We're gonna start at the very beginning. And these records are almost all from my grandparents, these first few, and they are 99% the Beatles. My grandpa will just give me random records he's found sometimes, and you know, I've just listened to them and all kinds of different music from that era since I was like really little, and it's just kind of like a bonding thing. I don't know how to describe it. So I'm just gonna go through as quick as I can to get to like the stuff you guys probably actually want to see. But first we can start with this. And then Abbey Road. And this one, it still has, it's kind of annoying. They put the price sticker thing on the actual record, the 99¢. It's kind of an annoying thing to do, but yeah. Alright, this one actually is really cool because it has, I guess, the original owner, I don't know, has a name on the top of it, which, I don't know, I just think is neat. It's pretty neat, to me at least. Alright, lastly, this one is not the Beatles, but it's actually a lot cooler to me at least, and it's Buddy Holly record. It's in really nice condition. It's really nice. So, yeah, I've tried really hard to keep it looking nice. Alright, that concludes those. So now the rest of these are my own. Well, actually, this first one, I will say, this was sent to me by Shredbeard, and it is Mallet Head. I'm gonna be completely honest, I listened to this like 2 times after he sent it. I won something. I think it was an Overkill cassette. And so I got that, but then he just sent this too. and for no other reason than just to send it. It's been so long, I don't really remember what it sounded like, but you know, I trust his judgment, so it was probably pretty good. Alright, next after that we have Alice in Chains' Dirt. I haven't listened to Alice in Chains in a hot minute. They were kind of one of the first bands that I'd ever heard that was heavier. So in a way, they kind of opened the doors to more music in terms of like metal and stuff then. So, you know, I got this album for Christmas back in 2022. I really wanted Facelift because that's my favorite album, but my mom couldn't find it, so she got me this one, which is still great. I wasn't disappointed. Alright, next is one that I don't even think I got to listen to. This is Metallica, Kill 'Em All. I'm gonna be honest, I got kind of tired of Metallica. I haven't listened to them in a while either. This album is good though. I got this for my 15th birthday, I think. Yeah. But at the time, my record player was broken. So I got this record, but I never even got to listen to it. And by the time I could listen to it, I just didn't care for it anymore. So yeah, I've never actually listened to this physical record. And I also, along with that, got Injustice for All, which again, I haven't listened to yet. I mean, I've listened to the actual album, just not this. Okay, next we have this very beat up Black Sabbath Sabotage. I got this, it was like $5 or something, and you know, it's literally falling apart, like the spine part of it, you know, is like splitting open. You know, it's seen better days for sure, but I just thought it looked cooler that way, honestly. You know, it's got pen scribbled right here for what reason, I don't really know why. It's also actually got a name on it. It says J. Christ, or J. Christ? It says Jchrist, I don't know. So yeah, I'd love to know, like, how old this actually is, like what pressing or whatever is it, you know? Because clearly it's got to be pretty old, because, like, let me take it out so you can really see it. I mean, like, this doesn't happen over just a few years, you know? And I don't know how to tell what year it's from. If anybody knows, let me know. Alright, this next one I also got with that record at the same time, and that is Danzig. It's not I, it's E Luciferi. And it's a pretty solid record, you know? I like it. So yeah, I really like the song Without Light I Am. I think it's really cool. So if you haven't listened to that song, listen to it. Also, sticking with the theme, the next album is Danzig Circle of Snakes, which again is a really good, like, more modern Danzig album. Well, I guess it's really not modern anymore, is it? I mean, when this 2004, so it's like 21 years old. I guess that's really not modern, but you know, like, newer. Okay, after that, we have Suicidal Tendencies, How I Laugh Tomorrow, When I Can't Even Smile Today. I love Suicidal Tendencies. First off, this vinyl, bright blue, super cool. I mean, awesome. Honestly, I think the self-titled, the first album, is probably my favorite. I gravitate to more, but this one is, I got first before that one, and it's still really good. Alright, and after that is Bikini Kill, Revolution, Girl Style Now. I feel like Bikini Kill does not get enough recognition. They're cool. It's a really cool album. I got this one in LA. I got it at Amoeba Records with a lot of other records. I went a little crazy in there, just couldn't contain myself. All right, next is Mayhem Death Crush. I'll never understand, okay? People are so torn on Mayhem. You know, you've got one half that are like praising Mayhem like they're God, okay? And they're the best thing to ever exist. And then there's people that are like, no, Mayhem is like the most poser thing you could ever listen to. And it's like, make up your mind, okay? So, you know, I caved and I listened to them, and honestly, I don't really like them except for this. I thought this, I guess it's an EP, but I liked this. It had a neat kind of sound to it. Almost like, it had kind of a punk vibe to it, in a way. Like, I don't know how to explain it, okay? Alright, next we have the Misfits Static Gauge Studio Outtakes something. I don't really know what it's called. This vinyl is green. For what reason, I don't know, but it is. And yeah, you know, it's got all the Static Gauge stuff on it, which, you know, most of the time if I want to listen to that, I would just go listen to Static Gauge, but it's cool to hear, you know, the different versions nonetheless. But it does have a few songs like Who Killed Marilyn, which I wanted to hear. It's actually got 2 different versions of Who Killed Marilyn, though I prefer the version of that song on Legacy of Brutality, but at the time I didn't have Legacy of Brutality, so I was like, this will do. And along with that, I also got this record at the same time, which is the 12 Hits from Hell. It's already sliding out, is also a green vinyl. I don't know what it is. I have so many green colored vinyl, and like, I mean, I like colored vinyl. It's cool. It's amusing to me, you know? So I'm not complaining, but so many of them are green, and I don't know what it is. What is it with the green? All right, next we have Slayer, Show No Mercy. I got this for my 16th birthday, and oh, you gotta love those pictures. The eyeliner. Alright, I went and got a light because the sun is starting to set and you can't see. So now it kind of feels like I'm like doing campfire stories, you know? It's a cat. It's shaped like a cat. I got this like 4 years ago and I never use it, but so yeah. Next record is Slayer, also Haunting the Chapel. This is probably my favorite Slayer like release, I guess. You know, it's not an album and it's only like 4 songs, but I just really like them. I don't know why. And this vinyl, I love it so much. It's pink. And I don't know why, but a pink Slayer vinyl, I mean, that's like the best thing ever to me. It was supposed to be, I think it said like white with red splattered, but it turned out pink and I couldn't ask for anything better. I don't really know what that was about, but yeah. If anybody else has a pink Slayer record, let me know. Or I might be the only one in all of history to ever own one, and you know, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, also I just love the album cover. It's so simple, but it's just cool. Show No Mercy is cool too, but I like Haunting the Chapel better, I think. Alright, next is Death, Leprosy. I can't decide between this one and Scream Bloody Gore as my favorite. And you know, like this art on the back, I kind of wish this was the actual album cover because it looks really cool, like the scratchy, like rough sketch. Although I do love the actual cover. I think the way they incorporated the color pink is really cool because you don't really associate that color with like death metal. But it works really well and it looks really cool to me. Alright, and just as I was mentioning, Next we have Legacy of Brutality. Again, you've got a lot of the same songs, but I did almost completely buy this just for the song American Nightmare, because it's a really cool song. And obviously, Who Killed Marilyn? Because I don't know why, I just like that version better. There's not even a huge difference, but I don't know, I just do. I will say that these versions of the songs, they're a little bit like, I guess, rawer sounding on here. More raw, I guess that's the right word. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but yeah. And after that is the Ramones self-titled first album. I'm gonna be honest, this is not my favorite for the Ramones. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's classic. You can't disregard it. However, I like the later ones better. I don't know. It's just the way Joey Ramone's voice sounds on this album specifically. It's like really nasally, and that's what actually bothered me at first. Cause, and that's actually, I didn't like the Ramones for the longest time because his voice just was kind of grating to my ears, and that happens with a lot of bands. I'm very picky when it comes to vocals, like, because if they're annoying to listen to, then like I can't listen to the band. You know, I can get used to it sometimes, and in this case I did, but even still on this album particularly, they just sound more nasally than, you know, normal compared to like this album, which is probably my favorite, Rocket to Russia. I really like this one. And so honestly, I don't really know why I bought this. I was looking for that one, but at the place I was at, because I'd seen it, and then when I went there, they didn't have it, and I was just kind of disappointed and mad, and so I was like, I just needed to walk out with something in my hands, which is kind of a stupid thing, so I just bought that one instead, and I don't really know why, but you know, I do like it. I've come to like it, but yeah, I don't know what it is. And following that, we also have Road to Ruin, which I really like this album cover. The art is really cool, which is probably my second favorite album of theirs. I got that at the same time as Rocket to Russia. And sticking with kind of the same theme, the Dead Boys, Young, Loud, and Snotty. Yeah, honestly, I think I like the other album of theirs I have. We Have Come For Your Children. I think I like that one better than this one, and I don't really know why, but I do. And after that is the Misfits, what is this called? It's Collection, I think. I don't really know. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Cause the other one is Collection too, and I don't have that one yet. But yeah, and next is also the Misfits, but it's a different era of the Misfits, and that is Famous Monsters. I like this album too. I like the different Misfits eras, honestly. I don't mind any of them. And also, surprise, 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 we got another green vinyl here. I don't know. Well, it looks like I keep all of my Misfits records about in the same area, because next we have Static Age. What more can I say? I mean, it's bangers after banger after banger. I mean, no skips. You know, you put it on and you just let it play. And continuing on, next, which I think this is the first Misfits record I actually got. I got it for Christmas, but yeah, I like this album. It's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. This record right here, DRI, Four of a Kind. I love DRI. And also, this is the, like, I don't know, fifth, I don't know. It's another green vinyl, but it is cool. It's kind of clearish, pretty neat. But yeah, this album cover is so cool also. DRI always has really cool album art, and all their albums are also really cool. They have like no bad albums. They're great. Yeah. Alright, next is Black Flag, My War. This is another one I got for my 16th birthday, along with the Slayer record. And this is the first Black Flag album I actually listened to. And actually, the reason I listened to it is because of DRI. And one of the albums, oh, I can't remember which. I don't think it was that one. So like, you know, what do you call that? The sheet with the lyrics, you know, in the record, it has a picture of the band, and one of them, I don't remember who, doesn't really matter, but one of them had a shirt with this album cover on it, and I saw it, so I went and listened to that album, and I was like, wow, this is really good, you know, I was really missing out. So yeah, but yeah, actually, I really like the side B on this record, the slower, kind of almost doomier songs in a way. Actually, the first song I listened to, I didn't listen to this album in order. I just picked one randomly. And that is the very last track, which is Scream, and I really, really like that song. And next we have Black Flag, Damaged. I actually didn't really like this one at first. I don't really know why. I mean, I didn't hate it, but like, I don't know why I liked My War better. I think it was just the fact that this wasn't the first one I listened to, so like... Alright, next album, I think this is actually the one that has that image. It is DRI, Dealing With It. This is definitely my favorite album from DRI, and also this album cover I love so much. It's so cool. There's like, it's like so chaotic. There's so much going on. I like notice something new about it like every time I go to look at it while I listen to the album. There's like a ton of songs on this album too, because like majority of them are like a few second songs, so they like have to put in a bunch, so it's not like a really short album, I guess. I think this has, yeah. So you can see he's wearing the Black Flag shirt, and so I saw that and I went and listened to that album. Okay, next we have Danzig 1, or just, I guess it's just called Danzig, isn't it? We got a really cool purple vinyl. If you were to ask me what color is that album, I would say purple, and not even just because that vinyl is purple, it's just seems like it'd be purple. It just has purple vibes. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this album is so good, and I've made a whole video on it. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to bore you. And continuing, is Danzig 2, which is my favorite Danzig album. Although I will say that I have listened to more of Danzig 1 lately. Not super lately. I haven't listened to it in a bit. That's been more played lately. For no reason. I still consider this one my favorite. I just thought I'd mention that. And this vinyl is a kind of strange color. It's like this like muted purpley gray color, and it's got this like one random splotch of black on it, and I don't really know why that's there, but it is, and you know, it just makes it more unique, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I would have made it red. I feel like that would match better, but it's whatever color that is. Okay, well. All right, next in order, very nice. We got Danzig 3, How the Gods Kill. This is so cool. I don't know, this is just so amusing to me, and I've probably shown it before, but it just like is really cool to me. This record is actually I just learned the name for these. I used to just call them the records that opened up like they were a book. No, they have a name, and they are called gatefolds. And honestly, I still think my name has a better ring to it, but you know, the more you know. So yeah, so this is a gatefold record, but when you open it up, if you look on the back, it folds out to create the whole image, which is really, really cool to me. I don't know why. Okay, next. Oh, sorry, I just got a cramp in my leg. Next is Sam Hain, November Coming Fire. I love this album. I really do. It is, in my humble opinion at least, the best Sam Hain album, though, I mean, there isn't a whole lot to compete with, but, you know. This vinyl is also really cool. Really cool, actually. It's, if I can get it out, bright orange. And, you know, it's just about that time to bust out the Sam Hain and listen to it all season. But yeah, I love this album. I love it dearly. I also got this for my 16th birthday along with the other two. Alright, next is Black Flag, Jealous Again. This was another one I bought at Amoeba Records when we went to California. I also really like the album art. Black Flag always has really cool album art. I think it's the same artist because the art style looks very similar. I don't know. Alright, and next we have Suicidal Tendencies Self-Titled. I love this album. I love it. It's so good. And the vinyl. Oh, that vinyl is so cool. Oh, look at that. Whoa. It is like red. Like candy apple red, clear. Really, really cool. I love looking at it. It's just like mesmerizing. But yeah, another album that's just like flawless all the way through. Although most of these albums to me are flawless all the way through. But yeah, I really like that one. Alright, next record is Discharge, Hear Nothing, See Nothing, Say Nothing. I had to slow down with that because I didn't want to say it wrong. I always kind of trip over myself. Hear nothing, see nothing. I actually bought this, at the time when I bought this, I had only listened to like one song off of it, but when I saw this at Amoeba Records again, I was just like, I've never, you know, they had so much good like punk stuff. Like nowhere near me, no record store near me has anything like what they have. You know, mine are not that good. So I was like, I gotta buy it anyway. And I actually did really like it. I like this album a lot. But yeah, at the time, I took a gamble. And I do that a lot, actually. Because a lot of the time, that is the only way that I will listen to a full album. You know, because I'm kind of forced to. But yeah, with that, I also got Minor Threat. The first two 7-inches. This vinyl is kind of neat. It's kind of strange. It's like this, it's hard to tell. You can kind of tell it on camera. It's like silver. It's not gray, but it's like got a bit of a shine to it. And it's like silvery. I don't know. It's neat. It's interesting. Next, we have, oh, that's really bright. The Sex Pistols. You know, everybody knows this album. It's so bright on camera. It's like, whoa, neon. Another band that I listened to like a long while ago when I like first really was, you know, starting to play guitar, getting into music and whatnot. And I didn't like it, and I don't know why, but again, I was even more picky back then than I am now, and most of the time I have to get used to a band before I can really say, okay, I don't like this or I do like this. So yeah, I went back and listened to them, and then I was like, yeah, I like this. Why did I not like this? I don't know. It's cool. So yeah. Next is the Circle Jerks, Wild in the Streets. Another fun color vinyl. It's this like orange. It's kind of neat. It's kind of hard to tell on camera. It's almost like, it's like semi-opaque. It's not completely. It's just a tiny bit like see-through. It's actually really cool. It comes with this like really neat whole book thing. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I like when stuff like that is included with records. Alright, and next we have The Descendants, Milo Goes to College. So this album I only actually listened to because I got a comment a while back. Actually, it's probably been like a year by now. On one of my like ranking all the songs off of whatever album videos, and it was, they wanted me, I don't remember who it was, I do apologize, but they wanted me to do one of those videos for this album, and I was like, well, I've never listened to it, so I'll go and listen to it, and you know, so I did. I actually went and listened to it, and I actually enjoyed it. So I listened to it, and then I was like, well, I want to, like, you know, get more familiar with it before I do a video like that, you know, because I feel like I can only fairly really form an opinion and form, you know, any ideas to even say about each song when I, like, really know them by heart. And now it's been a while, so I don't really have any excuse to why I haven't done that video now, but, yeah, so. Alright, next we got Samhain Initium. Again, green vinyl count. We need green vinyl count. It's a green vinyl, which is kind of strange. Again, I feel like this is an album where I would have like a red vinyl. Like, if you imagine a red clear vinyl, kind of like the Suicidal Tendencies one. Oh, that'd be cool. But it's green and it's clear and it's kind of neat, you know. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I wanted this for a while and I don't know why I didn't buy it. And I finally did, like, back in like February or March. I don't really remember exactly which. And yeah, it's a banger. Again, November Coming Fire still is at the top for me, but you know, it's still great. Alright, next, this is one of the most recent ones I've bought. And that is, can you see, Agnostic Front, Victim in Pain. When I got this, I'd only actually very recently, actually even listened to this album, and I really, really liked it. So I was really excited to actually find this, and I was like, yes! That was exactly what I said, verbatim. I was just like, yes! So yeah, I really enjoyed this album, and it's also kind of like the Minor Threat one, the vinyl. And it's like a silver. Again, it's still kind of hard to tell that it's not just gray, but it's kind of shiny. Okay, next we have Hole, Live Through This. Hole's like one of the first bands I got into. I still love Hole. I will stand by them forever. I love Hole. And I love this album, though Pretty on the Inside is my favorite. I really like that album, but this one is great too, and the vinyl is this really cool clear pink. All right, next, oh, I already talked about this, is the Dead Boys, We Have Come For Your Children. This is my favorite album of theirs. I don't know why, I just like it better. I got this with the Agnostic Front one at the same time, so yeah. Next is The Misfits, Walk Among Us. I got this back in February for my 17th birthday. I've wanted it for a while, and this vinyl is also a funky color. I don't know if we can count this in the green vinyl, count. It looks a little more green on camera, but it's almost kind of a yellowy color. It's kind of like a pukey color. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, it's a bit more yellow. It's got a bit of a tinge more yellow in real life, but yeah, so, you know, it's like halfway. It's like, we'll add it to we'll add like a 0.5 to like, although I kind of like the pink version of this album cover better, I will say, but, you know, the purple's cool too. Next, is The Wipers, Is This Real? It's a really neat album. I feel like it's quite an underrated band. I only know of them because Hole did a cover of one of their songs, and I didn't know it was a cover for the longest time because it just sounded like a whole song. A whole song, no, like Hole the band. And then I don't know how I found out that it was a cover, but I did, and so I listened to the original and I really liked it, and I was like, okay, cool, I like this band. Next is GBH, City Baby, Attacked by Rats. I was just listening to this one not too long ago. I listen to it a lot while I clean my room, because I always put on records while I clean my room. And I don't know, this one is just one of my go-tos. The vinyl is really cool. It like matches the album cover. It's just like yellow. I really like it. And speaking of album cover, it's just a really cool album cover too. I like the album art. I always like cool album art. But yeah, I really like this album. Alright, we're inching closer to the end. And that is, I also got this one for Christmas. The Damned, Machine Gun Etiquette. I love this album. It's probably my favorite of theirs. It's really cool. I really like the song Plan 9 Channel 7. It's a really good song. And it uses, I don't even know what the chord is, but it uses my favorite chord. It's like an E minor, but adding the 3rd fret on the G string. And it just gives this like really ugly sound, and I really like it. Alright, and next is actually 2 records I just bought today. I actually haven't even opened them yet. The plastic is still on them. This is really heavy. First is, gosh, that's a nice record. The Clash, London Calling. Honestly, I think it's actually their first, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's their very first album. I like that one the best. But, this is cool too. I have to open this because it's really heavy. I've never felt a record that heavy. I gotta look at this. I gotta take a look. Ooh, fancy. Okay, well there's 2 vinyls, so maybe that, ooh, my, dang, that's a thick record. I don't think I've ever seen one. I don't think I've ever had one that high quality. Nice, okay. Yeah. Next album is Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures. This is one I've only listened to recently, but I saw it and I was like, well, I'll get it. I also have not listened to the full thing. I've only listened to some songs on it, so I don't, so yeah, I will be listening to the entire album now. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it too because I already opened that one. So yeah, those are all the records so far. I hope I can get more, you know. There's lots of albums that I really want that I haven't gotten. But now let's move on to my humble collection of CDs and stuff right here. Alright, so actually, hold on. This just encapsulates my being perfectly. We've got Sam Hain, right? Cool. Great. Yeah. And then we got The Sims 2. Yeah. This is like my prized possession in my collection right here, I think. Although, okay, so this Sam Hain DVD Shredbeard sent me. For no other reason. I didn't win it. No. He wasn't giving it away. He just sent it for no other reason than just being awesome. And I still cannot say thank you enough. This is so cool. Although The Sims 2 is cool too. You guys think Danzig would like The Sims 2? Maybe he's a closeted Sims 2 player. I don't know. That's my theory. That's my theory. He just sits in a dark basement and plays The Sims. I don't know. That would be so funny. Oh no. And speaking of Sam Hain, I also have this Sam Hain Final Descent CD, which I was really excited to get. I've shown it before, so I'm not gonna waste too much time, but yeah, I was really excited. And also at the same time, this was at Amoeba Records, by the way, too. The second time we went to California for the Danzig concert, I had to go back there, and coincidentally, this was actually, I went there on the same day as the concert was. It was just later that night, and I found some Danzig. This is, Thrall Demon Sweat Live, which, this is a really cool album cover. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's just really neat. I don't really care for the live stuff on here. I just like the 2 actual songs. The cover of Trouble is cool too, but I really like It's Coming Down and The Violet Fire. The Violet Fire is really underrated. That's a cool song. And then this thing is falling out. I might as well show it to you anyway. The pictures. Yeah. Very nice. So yeah, that was really cool. I wanted it for a while. So I was pumped to find it, along with the Sam Hain CD, which is really cool. I also got The Damned, what is this album called? It's their first album. Is it just self-titled? I don't know. But it's their first album. And this CD is cool because it's like a little book. And there's the actual CD. And then you've got all these this is hard to do facing this way. All these pages with pictures and stuff to read, which I have not read, to be honest. But yeah, pretty cool. And lastly, I have the Circle Jerks group sets. I was really excited to get this one. And also the CD is this cool yellow. Because I had seen it at one of the record stores I usually go to. And I was like in line to like pay, you know, at the cashier or whatever. And there was just like this random shelf with like CDs and stuff, and I saw this and I was like, oh dang. But at the time I didn't have anything to play CDs on, but I finally got one for my birthday. So I didn't get it, but then I was kind of sad because I was like, oh, I do really want that album. So once I saw this, I was like, yes, yes, and I got it, and I really like that album. And lastly, the only cassette I own so far, and it is from the one and only Shredbeard. Honestly, I've only listened to this once. I do apologize, although it's really cool. It's orange. And that is this Overkill cassette. I believe this is a newer Overkill album, I think. Honestly, I'm not a huge Overkill fan. I tried to get into them, but I just couldn't. I mean, I don't hate them, but it was still really cool to win. I don't want to seem ungrateful or anything, but yeah, pretty cool. And that is all. You've seen, this has taken so long. The sun has set. It is dark outside now, so I gotta edit this now, and that's gonna be fun. But yeah, you know, I have nothing else to say. Sorry that I keep just like disappearing, but I don't know, I just don't have any video ideas, and I don't know. So yeah, and even when I do come up with a video idea, I just am like, nah, that's not good enough. I don't know. I just talk myself out of it, I guess. And I'm just like, no, that's stupid. So yeah, thank you everybody for sticking around and subscribing. Somehow I'm already almost very close to 6,000 subscribers, although I just hit 5,000. And I don't know why people keep subscribing, but thank you. So yeah. Yeah, so, you know, if you like any of these albums, if you have any of them, if you don't like any of them, if you have anything else to say, let me know if you want to. And if you don't, that's cool too. I don't really care. But yeah, I'm just gonna quit yapping now.